Hi, it's Alison from Blue Cat Sewing. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of these. It's a Cork ID holder. This is the horizontal version, but I also do a vertical version if you prefer that way. What's special about this ID holder is that there is no plastic window. So your card is held in place just by a lip of fabric that goes all the way around your card. So just adjust your card and it'll fit quite nicely. There's a pocket on the back, so you can pop an extra card in there if you desire, or something else, a note. So if you can live with losing the edges of your card, then this is a really eco-friendly ID holder. This is the pattern that you get. You get all your pattern pieces, and you get loads of photos to take you through how to make it. I'll pop the link just here so that you can download it, but here's the tutorial to take you through it. You can see here my cork is quite curly. It was tightly rolled when it arrived, but I tried pressing it and it just made it even more curlier, so don't make that mistake. So what we're going to do now is take your loop, fold it in half and stitch down either side of it quite close to the edge. And then cut that to size. All the details are on the pattern. Then take the two main pieces that are the same size as each other, and with one of them, just mark the centre. I do this by folding it in half and just creasing it. We could mark it with a pen. And then put the loop there at the centre, and then the other main piece on top, right sides together. Now we need to hold all this together, which I don't do very successfully here. You can see the loop moves. So I'll adjust that in a minute. Pins, it's not really a great idea to use pins with cork, because when you put a hole into cork fabric, it doesn't actually disappear like it does with a normal fabric. But I'm just placing this into the seam allowance and so nobody will see it. So stitch along. And don't forget to reverse stitch at the beginning and end so that your stitches don't come unravelled. And then your loop will pop up. Now we're on to the window. So take your window piece, place the template on top onto the wrong side, and just put 4 dots where the inner rectangle is, and then join those together with a ruler. This will give you a nice edge to cut along. Best way is to cut right into the corners and then go along the pen marks. Then you should get a nice, neat edge. Then take your main piece and just finger press along the top. You don't need to use an iron. Irons don't really work very well with cork, and that's all you need. Then place your pocket right at the bottom and hold that in place with a paper clip. Paper clips are really good for this project. They're small and they're strong. And place your window on the other side and slide that under the paper clip as well. Now try and line everything up as best as you can so that all the edges are straight. Don't worry if you don't get it absolutely perfect, because we are going to trim this back with a rotary cutter to neaten it all up at the end. So 3 paper clips should do it. And then stitch along all 3 sides, removing the paper clips as you go. Don't forget your reverse stitches. I line the edge of my presser foot right up against the edge of the fabric, and that gives me the right amount of seam allowance. All the details are on the pattern. When you get to the top edge up here, I normally just give the top edge where the card will go in a little smooth out, a little tug maybe, just so that it won't go baggy. And that's it. Then place your card inside, just see if it fits. And that's it, we're nearly done. You can see now that the cork is not curly anymore because we've joined all these layers together. It's quite stable. Isn't that beautiful, that fabric? All we need to do now is to trim down the edges with a rotary cutter. And then we're going to put a split keyring into the loop so that it's really easy to attach to a lanyard. I hope you've enjoyed sewing this project. Don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy sewing!